Don't look at me. Look at that table. There's a cold coffee, an open journal, and, a view of some cobblestone street in a city most people only see through a bus window for about 45 minutes. That's not a vacation photo. That's a Tuesday. And for a growing number of travelers, that Tuesday is really the whole point. We've been sold the wrong dream for decades. 7 countries in 10 days, 14 cities in 2 weeks. Wake up, check in, check out, repeat. The travel industry built an entire economy around it. The airport lounges, the fast-track tourist trails, the must-see in 48 hours listicles. And we bought it, all of it. We came home exhausted, overspent, and honestly, a little empty. We had the photos, we didn't have the experience. But something shifted, quietly then all at once. Travelers started dropping out of the race. They started asking a different question. Not how many places can I see, but what does it actually feel like to live somewhere? And that question is rewriting the entire playbook of modern travel. This is slow travel, and it's not a trend, it's a correction. So, here's what nobody really tells you about the traditional tourist circuit. When you spend just 2 days in a place, you never get past the surface. You eat at the restaurant your hotel recommends, You follow the same walking tour route that honestly, 10,000 other visitors walked that same week. You take a photo of the famous landmark with 200 other people in the frame, and then you leave, totally convinced you've done that city. But honestly, you haven't done anything. You've just grazed it. Slow travel, well, it just blows that model up completely. When you stay somewhere for, say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a whole month, something remarkable happens around day 4 or 5. The city just stops performing for you. The locals stop clocking you as a tourist. You find your coffee shop, not the one in the guidebook, but yours. You learn which street market has the best produce on which morning. It's a totally different experience. You get rained in one afternoon and, end up spending 3 hours talking to a shopkeeper who tells you about a village 30 minutes away that no one ever visits. You go to that village. Nothing Instagram-worthy happens there, but it is, without question, one of the best days of your entire trip. That's the thing about slow travel. The best moments are completely unscheduled. And the financial argument? Well, it's actually stronger than people think. Sure, staying longer means you'll spend some money on accommodation, but then you start cooking some of your own meals. You also stop paying tourist prices every single day because you find out where the locals actually eat. Plus, you're not shelling out for a new flight every 72 hours. And you're not speed running through paid attractions either. So the math really shifts. Honestly, a lot of slow travelers end up spending less per trip than their fast-moving counterparts, and they get exponentially more out of it. There's also a cultural depth that simply cannot be rushed. Language starts to click. Even just a few phrases, You begin to understand the rhythm of a neighborhood. Morning, midday, evening, each has its own energy, its own cast of characters. You're not a visitor anymore, you're temporary. And temporary feels completely different from tourist. Portugal figured this out first. Digital nomads flooded Lisbon and Porto, sure, but they also spilled into Évora, into the Alentejo, into towns that had never seen this kind of extended attention before. Georgia, the country, not the state, became a slow travel darling almost overnight. Mexico's Oaxaca, Colombia's Medellin, Vietnam's Hoi An. These aren't obscure backpacker finds anymore. They're the beating heart of a new travel culture built entirely around depth over distance. Here's your takeaway if you're building your next trip. Pick one place, maybe 2. Give each of them a minimum of 10 days. Book accommodation that has a kitchen. Wake up without an itinerary at least twice a week. Wander. Get lost on purpose. Eat lunch somewhere you chose by walking through the door, not by checking a review. Say yes to one conversation that takes your afternoon off course. That afternoon will outlive every photo you take. The world isn't going anywhere, but the version of it that only exists when you slow down long enough to actually see it, that's the version most people never find. You've been moving too fast to notice what you're missing. It's time to stop.